So, new Nightwish. Yep, we're going to listen to their brand new track that's just dropped today, entitled Perfume of the Timeless. We'll get to that very soon, I promise. But first, welcome. If you're new to the channel, which you probably are, I'm Joseph/Joe/JSB/ whatever. Call me what you like, just not Joey. Never Joey. The channel is called Acting is Reacting because, well, I'm an actor and I react to things. Now, before we get to the music, a wee confession. I'm, compared to you, I'm sure, a bit of a Nightwish novice. I'm not completely clueless, although you might disagree by the time we get to the end of this. But so I know something about the band and its history, and I've listened to a few songs here and there, and yes, I've seen some of their live performances. I have. So far, it hasn't entirely clicked. I've been impressed by them, but not exactly moved, if that makes sense. I keep expecting that will change because they should be right up my street. So I figured, new music, new chance. Let's have a look. Now, I do also have connections to 3 of the band members in terms of what I know about stuff. I'm not going to mangle his name, so I'm not even going to try to say it, but the little wee guitarist who's about this big was, of course, for a long time also in Brother Fire Tribe. He's only on a couple of tracks on this one. He's gone by the time that album came out, and I saw him with them a couple of times. Now, if you don't know Brother Fire Tribe, they couldn't be more different from Nightwish if they tried. They are, I guess you'd call them Finland's 21st century answer to Survivor, basically. They do that very well, but it's not symphonic metal, that's for sure. Then, of course, we have Floor, which I hope I'm getting right, who was on the latest Avantasia album on a couple of tracks and sounded fabulous on those. And then there's Troy, who I don't know at all. I do know his sister, and she's one of my favourite people in the world. We worked together on Series 2 of The Great and had a great time, literally. Barely seen her since, which is terrible, but she's up north and I'm down south, and, you know, things haven't aligned, but hopefully they will again. Anyway, that's my little bit of name-dropping out of the way. I didn't hear of Nightwish until the first lockdown, and they released their latest album in 2020, which I gather didn't go down hugely well, even amongst the fans. If I'm wrong on that, let me know. But that's the impression I got. So it'll be interesting to see if this is considered a return to form or how it goes down, basically. But it's enough preamble from me. Let us have my first, and I'm going to guess your second or third or fourth, listen to Nightwish, Perfume of the Timeless. Okay, so this is an 8-minute track, so I'm expecting a pretty sturdy intro, sounding like we're getting one already. I do have the lyrics to hand as well. You see, this is sounding right up my street already. That'd be Troy. I read an interview where they said that the chorus comes in at 3.5 minutes, but there's verses and things before the chorus, so I don't think we're waiting that long for vocals at all. We shall see. But yeah, quite the intro. Is it a little bit much? Maybe, maybe not. Oh. Now we're cooking with gas. This is all sounding pretty good. Vocals are a bit low in the mix though for me. Not so much on the first verse, but on the pre-chorus and chorus. They've been a little bit buried, but there's a lot going on. I have no idea what they're on about. Lyrics helpfully inform us. This will be an instrumental break. Okay, that's heavier than I was expecting. I was wondering if the lyrics were right. It does seem to be "We Are Because of a Million Loves." I wondered if it was "We Are the Curse of a Million Loves," which makes no less sense to me. But the dynamic accent is like, oh, this is Troy coming in here. Didn't think I've heard Troy sing before.
With the perfume of the timeless, last sighs on a deathbed. of a million loves. With the perfume of the timeless last sighs of a million loves.
So that was Nightwish, Perfume of the Timeless, and well, it's very impressive. That's the keyword I always get from Nightwish is impressive. I mean, musically, and I mean, as I mentioned in the reaction, the dynamics, you've got a massive heavy section in the middle and a big 2.5 minute instrumental build up and the intro, and then drops right back down, and you get the little gentle outro with Troy singing, and Troy's voice is fine, but when you, it's kind of like what I said on Queen the other week, where Brian May sounds fine, but then he's on the same track as Freddie, and it's, you notice the difference a little bit more than you might if he was just singing on his own, if you see what I mean. But it worked for the track, which is the most important thing. Has this suddenly switched me into being a complete convert? No, but it's keeping my interest up. I will listen to this again, and I will listen to the full album when it comes out. That will be called, I believe, it's probably been sitting above one of my heads during the music anyway. Yesterwynde, I believe it's called, and that is due out in September, if I remember rightly. Accurate information will be available elsewhere on the internet if I'm talking rubbish. Okay, so I will, yeah, check out the full album. That intro, it's interesting because I believe this is set to be the 5th song on the album. It kind of felt like an album opener with that big intro, but if all their tracks open like that, then it gets a bit much. But a good intro here and there is fine. It's like all Marillion albums open with 2 minutes of not very much before things kick off, and that's fine. A little bit of atmosphere and build is more than welcome. Kind of surprised that even they left that on the single. I mean, I know they're not expecting to get airplay, so they can do what they like, and fair play. No airplay, but fair play. Anyway, as I say, I'm sure you had, if you're a Nightwish fan, already checked the song out before you came here, and maybe you've just been diving all over the place to see what anybody else thought of it. Hopefully, you don't hate me too much for what I thought of it, because I'm not in love with it, but overall, pretty positive, and I'm still keen to check out more from this band, including from the upcoming album, but also all the entire highlights from the catalogue that I've missed so far. So do let me know what I should be listening to first and next. And if you haven't already, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel, because then I'll have more subscribers. And do comment below anything you care to, as long as you do it in a nice and respectful, and if you like, amusing way. We'll be best mates. But that's it for today. There's stuff appearing either side of me now for you to check out that's from my back catalogue that YouTube thinks you'd really love to watch, because YouTube knows you. They really do. And I will see you on one of those or something else in the very near future, I do hope. But bye for now.
Acting is reacting. This does not mean acting again.